Righto guys, now the next grab a quick mod with the dad bod is the mid awning support bracket. So what a mid awning support does, it stops your awning from bouncing up and down when in travel mode. Now our van isn't big at 19.6, but like my wife says, it's not how long it is, it's how you use it. Now the longer your awning is, the bigger the bounce is going to be. Now in life, there are some things we like to see bouncing, but your awning isn't one of them. So let's take a look. All right, so you're on corrugations, you're on a bouncy, bumpy road. See how that gets up some bounce? Well, over time, your awning is going to fatigue and eventually is going to break. So what the mid-awning support bracket does is it supports the middle of it and it stops it from fatiguing and bouncing, obviously. So let's get to it. Now all you're going to need is the mid-awning support, which you can pick up for about $57 at Outback Equipment. Link down in the description below. So let's go and check out what you're going to need to install it. So you're going to need a pot rivet gun. It already comes with pot rivets. I'm going to go with some black Sikaflex silicone roof and gutter because I want to put the backing plate on for a bit of extra support. Now it does come with screws, but I've gone with stainless steel bolts, which I'm going to use on the backing plate, and I'm going to tap in a thread just for a bit more support and reliability. Okay, let's get to it. Now if you want to center the cradle bracket to the mounting plate, it's best to measure it out first. So let's get the ruler. Now we've got 7.5. Now if you don't want to work out what half of 7.5 is, there's an easy hack you can do. So grab the ruler, angle it down to the nearest even number. So we've got 8. There we go. Half of 8 is 4. It'll also work with 10 as well. So move it down. Half of 10 is 5. So you get the idea. Let's do that again. Half of 8, 4. So look at that. Now let's line it out. There we go. And then measure where you want to put the hole and mark that out. Now there's nothing wrong with using the provided screw in the kit. I just want to tap a hole in there so I can use a stainless steel bolt, washer and spring washer to keep it secure. Alright, let's get started. So I've pre-marked out the holes where they need to be. There we go. It's one hole. Now let's do the other hole. There you go. Perfect. Obviously that's not going to fit in yet because I haven't tapped the hole, but it lines up perfectly. So, time to tap that hole. That's what she said. Now I'm using a metric tap and die set from Supercheap, but you can use any set as long as it matches the bolt that you're going to use. So with this one, I've gone with the M6 by 1.0. So the important thing is when you tap the hole, that's what she said. Now the important thing is when you tap the hole is to have the tap perpendicular at a 90-degree angle to the hole. So it goes straight down and straight in. Push and turn, push and turn. Keep it 90-degree angle. And then once it's in a bit, it will spin. So there you go. Take it out. Now try the bolt. Now I've got a bunch of stainless steel bolts that I use from my kite surfing board, which I've had for many years. Now I get to use them. There you go. There you go. Let's do the other side. Perpendicular 90 degrees, push down and twist till it spins freely. There you go. Too easy. All right, let's pop her on. Now we're going to go with the supplied backing plate for a bit of extra support, but if you can find a stud up there where you can screw into, then you may not need it. But for us, we're going to go with this. Now, when going with the backing plate, you will need a pot rivet gun to use with the supplied stainless steel pot rivets. And we're also going to go with some black Sikaflex here. Now I've gone with the roof and gutter because it's UV and weather resistant. Now it does come with these stainless steel screws, which I've opted not to use and gone with these stainless steel bolts because I tapped in a thread into the backing plate, but it is totally up to you. These are more than sufficient, but I just wanted to have a bit of extra security. Righto guys, now the next thing you're going to need to do is get your mid-awning support and place it under your awning as such. Now we don't need to put any pressure on or any weight on the awning support bracket there, because over time, if there's a lot of weight on it, it's going to fatigue the holes of the pot rivets and it's going to come loose, which we don't want to happen. So all you need to do is find out where you want to place it and just until it's touching like that, and then you just need to mark it out. Let's get marking. Righto, let's start marking it out. So grab your mid-awning support, just so it's touching. Have a look to see if that looks square. Yep. There you go. Now it's time to plot out the dots where you're going to drill the holes. Now it's a bit difficult when you've got your awning folded up, so let's mark it out. There we go. All marked out. Now, let's see if I can remember how to wind out this awning by myself. All right, let's go. There we go. That's one. Let's move this up. Lock that into place. That's one. Lock the other one into place. And extend this up. There we go. Now we can access up the top and drill the holes properly. All right, let's get to it. Righto guys, moment of truth. Make sure the plate is up the right way, which I pre-marked it there, if you can see. Now, let's do the top ones first. That looks pretty level. That's one. That's pretty good. Now, before you silicone anything to a surface, you need to clean it down and prep it, which I'm going to do with some alcohol prep wipes, which I got from work. Now, you can use Metho if you like, or anything that's a cleaner, but that's not corrosive, because you don't want to take off any of the paint. All right, so that's wiped down. Time to do the plate as well. Now that both parts are clean, it's time to silicone them together. All right, let's get to it. Let's start putting the silicone on. I like to be a bit generous. You can always wipe it off. Make sure it's facing up the right way. Stick it on. Now don't forget to have your all-purpose silicone rag handy. And also have the pot rivets handy too. All right, let's line her up. There you go, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's rivet it on. It's riveting stuff. Whew. All right, hot tip. Grab a bigger pot rivet gun or have bigger muscles.
5 minutes later.
Done. Whew. Time to clean it up and drill these holes here. Oh. Hot tip. Get a bigger pot rivet gun or get bigger muscles. Either one will work. Now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of silicone in the pot rivet holes just to seal it up a bit, so there's less likely of water ingress into your van. Now it's time to drill these holes so we can screw on the swivel bracket. Okay, let's give it a go. There we go. Now we'll put some silicone in there when we screw it on. Okay, time to bolt the bracket on. Now I've had to take the swivel head off so I can get the tool in. Now I haven't got the impact driver to go faster because just in case it over tightens it and it strips the thread. Now to put the swivel bracket on. Now it already comes with a lock nut. There you go, that should move freely. All right, let's check her out. Alrighty guys, time to roll this sucker in. Time to flick the switch.
I just flipped the switch.
There we go, look at that. Perfect. Now if you guys like this video, or you like the dad bod, don't forget to hit that like button, which is right about, here. Now, if you want to subscribe, well, that gives us the warm and fuzzies right down below. Ooh, which you can hit right about here. But for realsies, the subscribe button's down below under the video. Now, if you want to get notified of any upcoming tips, tricks, hacks, and mods on anything caravan and camping related, don't forget to hit that notifications button, which is right about, here. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? All right, until the next vid, we'll catch you later. Peace out. Righto, now all you need is the mid-awning support, which you can pick for, Righto guys, now